In the last classes, we have done the analysis of circular arches and parabolic arches. So here we are going to move to the next type of problems in this. Parabolic arches with the ends at different levels. I have already given you the important equations to be remembered while doing such problems. So let's see the question. A three-hinged parabolic arch having supports at different levels, as shown in figure, carries a UDL of intensity 30 kN per meter over the portion left of the crown. Determine the horizontal thrust developed. Find also the bending moment, radial shear and normal thrust developed at a section 15 meter from the left support. So this is our arch. So you can see here the rise, the springing points are at different levels. So usually rise is the level difference between the springing points and the crown. So here there are two rise values, because the springing points A and B are at different levels. Here you can see that from the springing point A to the crown point, the height is 5 meter, and from springing point B to the crown, the height is 3 meter. So H1 is the distance between the vertical distance between the springing point and the crown, the first springing point A and the crown, and it is 5 meter. H1 is equal to 5 meter, and H2 is the vertical distance between the springing point B and the crown. And we know that crown is the highest point in the arch. Here the span of the arch is 40 meter. Span is nothing but the horizontal distance between the two springing points A and B. So here the span is 40 meter, and here the crown point is not at the center of the span. The distance between the horizontal distance between the springing point A and the crown is L1, and the horizontal distance between the springing point B and the crown is L2. Usually if the springing points are at the same level, the crown will be at the center of the span, but here the case is different. So the values of L1 and L2 are not given in the question. We only know the span, it is 40 meter, and the values of H1 and H2 are also given. So in case if this figure is not given in the question, we have to draw this figure correctly. That is the first task for you. If this figure goes wrong, the complete answer will be wrong. So once again, here A and B are at different levels. So the vertical distance between A and C is 5 meter. That is H1 is equal to 5 meter. And the vertical distance between B and C, that is H2 is equal to 3 meter. And here the span is 40 meter. Capital L is 40 meter. And L1 is the distance, horizontal distance between the springing point A and the crown. And L2 is the horizontal distance between the springing point B and the crown. So here first of all we have to calculate the values of L1 and L2. So we have already derived this equations for L1 and L2 in the first video. So L1 is equal to L into root of H1 divided by root of H1 plus root of H2. Okay, so here L is equal to 40, H1 is equal to 5 and H2 is equal to 3. So substitute the values of L, H1 and H2 and get the value of L1 in this question. So it is after substituting the values of L, H1 and H2, we are getting the value of L1 is equal to 22.54 meter. That is the horizontal distance between the springing point A and the crown is 22.54 meter. And next is the calculation of L2. So L2 is nothing but 40 minus L1, or the total span minus L1. So here this equation is also valid, just to remind you that. But we need not apply this equation, as L2 is equal to L minus L1, span minus L1. So here we got the values of L1 and L2. First of all, now we have to calculate the reaction components as usual. So here the reaction support reactions are VA, VB and H. So here we can apply the equilibrium equations. So here VA plus VB is equal to 30 into L1. We know the value of L1 already. So VA plus VB is equal to 30 into L1. That is the first equilibrium equation we can apply. But what about the second equilibrium equation? It is usually we take the moment about A is equal to 0. But here if you take that equation, uh, moment about point A is equal to 0, the equation will be VB into 40 minus 30 into L1 into L1 by 2 plus this H into this distance. So this H also makes a moment at A, because H is not at the level of A. So if we take the moment about A, we have in the equation we will be having two unknowns, VB and this H. So because this VB, this 30 kilonewton, and this H also causes a moment in the point A. So we cannot use that equilibrium condition as such, but here we are going to use the equilibrium condition. First of all, the moment about C is equal to 0. And here also, if we take the moment about point C equal to 0, there also we will be having two unknowns, but there we can make one unknown in terms of the other one, and next we can go take the equilibrium equation as the moment about A is equal to 0. So here, first of all, we have calculated the values of L1 and L2. So now we are going to take the equilibrium equation as moment about C is equal to 0. So here, take moment about C is equal to 0. So from this figure, what is the moment about C? We can easily get from the right side. It is VB into L2 minus H into H2. Correct? So the moment about this point C is equal to VB into L2 minus H into H2. So substitute the values of L2 and H2. We know that H2 is equal to 3 meter, and L2 also we have already calculated. So VB into L2 minus H into 3 will be the moment about point C, and that will be equal to 0. So here VB into L2 minus H into is not H1, it is actually H2, as the distance between H and C is H2 in the right side. So here from this equation we are getting the value of capital H is equal to 5.82 VB. So just we have changed the one unknown in terms of the other one. So here we have changed H in terms of VB. So from by taking the moment about say is equal to 0, we have got the value of h in terms of Vb. Now we are going to take the moment about point A is equal to 0. So what is the equation? If you take the moment about the point A is equal to 0, it is Vb into L, that is Vb into 40 minus 30 into L1 into L1 by 2, that will be in the negative direction. So Vb into 40 minus 30 into L1 into L1 by 2 plus there is this force here, so plus h into this distance, this level difference between h and A. So this level difference between h and A is 5 minus 3, 2 meter. So there is a moment at A due to this h, which is equal to h into 2, positive direction, correct, is in the sagging direction, so in the positive direction. So the moment about point A is equal to Vb into 40 plus h into 2 minus 30 into L1 into L1 by 2. Getting? So here take moment about A is equal to 0. So this is the equation for Vb into 40 minus 30 into L1 into L1 by 2 plus h into 2 is equal to 0. So in this equation we can substitute the value of h as 5.82 Vb. So if you change uh, the equation into a single unknown equation, then Vb is the unknown here. So here we get the value of Vb is equal to 147.58 kilonewton. So here we have already calculated the values of Vb and h. As we got the value of Vb, we can easily calculate the value of h. So Va is the remaining one. So here we can apply the equilibrium of vertical forces, and that is Va plus Vb is equal to 30 into L1. So here Va plus Vb is equal to 30 into L1 and Va is equal to 30 into L1 minus Vb. So we know the values of L1 and Vb. So we get the value of Va here, and h we know that it is 5.82 Vb. So substitute the value of Vb and get the value of h. So now we have calculated all the reactions, support reactions here. So here for calculating the value of the support reactions, we have initially taken the moment about C is equal to 0, and in the equations we had two unknowns, and we changed one unknown into in terms of the other one, and then we chosen the first the next equilibrium equation to be moment about point A is equal to 0, and in that also two unknowns were there, but we had already changed one unknown in terms of the other one, so we could easily convert the equation to a single unknown equation. So in that we could calculate the unknown, and using that we could calculate h and Va. So let's go back to the question. Determine the horizontal thrust developed. It is nothing but our capital H. So we have already calculated the value of horizontal thrust developed, that is the value of capital H. Find also the bending moment, radial shear and normal thrust developed at a section 15 meter from the left support. So our section D, our point D is at a distance 15 meter from the left support. So our D is here. The x coordinate of D is 15 meter. the value of x is 15 meter. Now we have to calculate the value of y. In this figure, the y coordinate of d we have to calculate for the calculation of rest of the parameters. So to write the equation of this parabola, just see this parabola, see the points A, B and C. Just to write the complete equation of the parabola, just complete this parabola by drawing with the dotted lines. And here the span is 2L1. But you need not draw this, complete the parabola and find out the span. You need not do that. Just remember that the span of the complete parabola L dash is equal to 2 times the larger of L1 or L2. 2 times 2 into larger of L1 or L2. So here in our question, L1 is larger than L2. L1 is the longer span. So L dash is equal to 2 times L1. Clear? In any question, remember, if L1 is the largest span, L dash is equal to 2L1. Or if L2 is the largest span, L dash is equal to 2L2. Okay, so this step is very important. Remember, L dash is equal to 2 times the largest span, L1 or L2. And also H dash is equal to the larger of the rise values. Here H1 is larger than H2. So H dash is equal to, here it is H1. Remember, H dash is the larger of the rise values. We have two rise values, H1 and H2. So H dash is equal to larger of the rise values, and L dash is equal to 2 times the larger of L1 or L2. Why did we calculate the values of L dash and H dash? It is to substitute in the equation of the parabola. We know that equation of the parabola is y is equal to 4hx into L minus x divided by L square. But here we have a confusion, which h value is to be substituted here and which L value is to be substituted here. So here, for that, remember, here in this equation, h dash is equal to larger of the rise values and L dash is equal to 2 times the larger of the spans L1 or L2. And in our problem, in this question, L dash is equal to 2 times L1 as L1 is greater than L2, and rise H dash is equal to H1 as H1 is greater than H2. Remember these steps properly, correctly. So substitute the values of H dash and L dash in this equation of the parabola and substitute the value of x also, and we get the value of y. So y is equal to 4h dash x into L dash minus x divided by L dash square. So I have already told you how to calculate the values of h dash and L dash, and here x is equal to 15. Correct? So y is equal to, here we are getting y is equal to 4.44 meter. So we got the value of y, it is 4.44 meter. So now, what is the moment about this point D? We can easily calculate the value of moment at this point D. It is nothing but VA into 15 minus 30 into 15 by 2 minus H into Y. Correct? So the moment about this point D is VA into 15 minus 30 into 15 by 2 minus H into Y. So here they have calculated the moment at D, it is VA into 15 minus H into Y minus 30 into 15 into 15 by 2. Substitute the values of VA, H and Y, which we have already calculated, and get the value of moment at D. So here the moment at D is equal to 740 kilonewton meter. Always remember to write the unit along with the value. So again back to the question. Find also the bending moment, radial shear and normal thrust developed at a section 15 meter from the left support. So here we have already calculated the bending moment at a section 15 meter from the left support. Now we have to do the calculation of radial shear and normal thrust at a section 15 meter from the left support. So for that we need to know the value of theta. Because in the equation of radial shear and normal thrust, we require the values of the value of theta. So, as this is a parabolic arch, we know that tan theta is equal to dy by dx, like in the last problem. So here we know the value of we know the equation for y. Y is nothing but 4h x h dash x into L dash minus x divided by L dash square. So take the derivative of y with respect to x. So dy by dx is equal to 4h dash into L dash minus 2x divided by L dash square. We know the calculation of h dash and L dash, it is the same. H dash is equal to larger of the rise values and L dash is equal to 2 times the larger of the span values L1 or L2. So tan theta is equal to dy by dx, and this is the equation for dy by dx, and substitute the values of h dash, L dash and x in this equation. So h dash is equal to 5 meter, x is equal to 15 meter and L dash is equal to 2 times L1, that is 2 times 22.54. So from this tan theta is equal to dy by dx, here we get the value of theta is equal to tan inverse dy by dx. It is here theta is equal to 8.44 degree. So the calculation of theta is over. Now we have to calculate the vertical shear V at D. So in this figure, what is the shear force at D? It is nothing but VA minus 30 into 15. Just find out the shear force at D. Is a vertical shear at D. So VA minus 30 into 15. That is the shear force at D. So vertical shear at D is equal to VA minus 30 into D. Sorry, 30 into 15, 30 into X. So VA minus 30 into 15. So that is a shear force at D, the vertical shear at D. And V is the notation we are using for vertical shear at D. Capital V is the notation. So we already got the values of V, theta, H, etc. So now just substitute in the equations of radial shear and normal thrust. Radial shear Q is equal to V cos theta minus H sin theta, and normal thrust N is equal to V sin theta plus H cos theta. So substitute the values of V, the vertical shear at D, shear force at D, theta value, tan inverse dy by dx, H, the reaction, support reaction horizontal component. So here the value of radial shear is equal to minus 48.3 kilonewton, and the value of normal thrust N is equal to 861.25 kilonewton. So that is about this problem. Parabolic arches with the springing points at different levels.